So today was the second day in the Black Ops Cold War Zombies reveal. We got brand new Easter eggs, brand new information. I can definitely say this was a lot more interesting than what we got yesterday. After solving everything we got today, we've actually got some information that we can use, that we can pinpoint to zombies. So just giving you a quick recap in case you didn't see the previous video. A bunch of YouTubers yesterday were sent crates where inside were multiple different items. The main one they got was a PC or a USB where they could access a program in which they could input codes in order to get new links to the PawnTakeSpawn.com website. And yesterday in the end, after solving a bunch of things, it led us to this link, which was PawnTakeSpawn/Fire and Air, where it told us that we had to wait until today to continue the next part of the Easter egg. And so the time came around, 12 PM EDT, where if you inputted the words covert conflagration and forceful gale, we got some new terminal codes. What then happened was these terminal codes were inputted into the terminals that the YouTubers had. They also each got one of these images where they were placed together. You can see it makes one big picture. And after solving a few more things, I'm giving you guys the shortened down version. We got another new link, which was PawnTakeSpawn/V Charlie, where we got a new document. Reading it, it says, Intel suggests Soviet presence, redacted, Vietnam. Redacted, Krashenko running ops with VC and NVA forces. Mason and SOG team to find evidence and eliminate Krashenko. 1200 hours, February 9, 1968. 1. After escaping the MVA, push into Hugh City. SOG unit X-ray compromised of Redacted and Bowman. Headed north by air towards the summarised location of Redacted, recovered from Hugh City. Viet Cong forces, Redacted, helicopter shared by Mason and Woods over the southern Vietnamese DMZ. 2. Mason and Woods survived and Redacted. They redacted with Bowman and SOG to commence the assault into the Redacted house, Krashenko's operation. Once SOG dispatched all above ground resistance, Mason and SOG operative Swift redacted Rat's Nest. Tunnels underneath the camp in search of Krashenko. Number 3. Radio communications with Redacted became unreliable once they fully descended into Redacted, Mason's debriefing statement. A Redacted fatally stabbed Swift before Mason could respond. Mason attempted to contact Woods but failed to establish a Redacted, Mason then Redacted tunnels, engaging VC hostiles and eventually locating an abandoned compound. Number 4. Mason confirmed that the compound was Redacted, began to collect intelligence, but was forced to flee once he determined that the compound was rigged to explode. As Mason redacted, Woods managed to re-establish radio connection with Mason and coordinate extraction. Number 5. Mason emerged from the tunnels to a cliffside, where he emerged more VC combatants. Woods and Bowman arrived in a helicopter, which they redacted the cliffside so that Mason could grab onto the skids for extraction. End transmission. So what you are reading here is a description of one of the Black Ops 1 campaign missions, which was called Victor Charlie. Everything here happened in that mission. I think it was about midway through the 9th mission in the game. This is a description of what took place in that. You may be thinking, how does this link into zombies? I'll talk more about that in a minute. But after this was discovered, we then found yet another new link on the PawnTakeSpawn website, which was /extraction complete. And when you go over to here, we get 4 brand new things. We have a piece of paper, a letter, an image or a map, and a voice recording. Reading the note, it says, wind and dust fill the air as blades rotate and pick up speed. More than an aircraft, choppers are an incredible testament to human ingenuity and engineering. A result of countless hours of trial and error, the best minds working together to harness the power of physics. Not all such endeavours end so well. This part of the mission is complete. See you tomorrow. So this is just telling us that this is day 2 complete. This was the final website we found today, but we also got 3 more things on the site. We also got this letter. The handwriting is very difficult to read, so I might get some of this wrong, but to me it says, M. There is a developing situation at Lubyanka. They found something in the archives, something from the war. I'm not sure about the collagen, I think that says. I can't tell what that word says. But several of the deputy chairmen are recommending that the committee authorise a ground operation. I will try to find out what I can, but this is very worrying. These are very serious men, but I have never seen looks on their face like I have in recent days. Tatiana. That's what the note says. We also have this image of a map. We have an area circled in red. Inside of that area, the main place in this is Marasco. That's a place in Poland. Also up the top right hand corner, this symbol here means Omega. We did have a zombies map named Alpha Omega. And then the final thing we got on this site was this voice recording.
know you're scared, but I need you to be brave. Again, Tatiana has the package, but I'm worried about her. She hasn't been back to Lubyanka since she took it. Bad mistake. Her superiors are not stupid men. They will notice her absence. It is most unlike her. They will bring her in for interrogation. As soon as she hears the words, the KGB has irrefutable evidence that you have been actively engaged in anti-Soviet activities. She'll talk. But that won't stop them. Go to her house. Get the package. Whether she wants you to or not. I'm working with people in the West who can help us. Help you. I want you to know that whatever happens, your actions will save many lives.
As far as I'm aware, it's from an unknown woman. She's talking about Tatiana, who we also saw mentioned in the note. She says that Tatiana has the package, but she's worried about her. She hasn't been back to Lubyanka since she took it. Lubyanka, by the way, is a building in Russia. It is the fabled headquarters of the KGB. Some even say it was the heart of darkness of the old USSR. But this woman is saying that if Tatiana doesn't return, her superiors will notice and they are bad men. They'll bring her in and interrogate her for anti-Soviet activities. And if that happens, she'll talk. So whoever this woman's talking to, she's telling them to go to Tatiana's house themselves and retrieve the package. Because when they do, their actions will save many lives. So this is very, very interesting. Who is Tatiana? Who is the woman in this message? Who is she talking to? What is the package? Why is it so important? Why will it save many people's lives? Also, why do the KGB want it? Or at least that's what they seems, they want information. If we go back to the 10-second teaser trailer that we had for Zombies, we did see in here a mysterious woman character. Could this be Tatiana? Could this be the woman in the radio message talking, or someone else? So we have that, and then going back to the map that we had with Marasco circled, this is important because if you just search up Marasco, the first thing that comes up is the Marasco meteorite. The wiki says the Marasco Meteorite Nature Reserve, which is located on the northern edge of the city Poznan in Poland. It contains 7 meteor craters, of which the reserve was established in 1976. And then if you go a little bit further down, it says the largest of the 7 craters on the reserve has a diameter of 100 meters. That's not interesting, but it then says the date of formation is estimated to be about 5,000 years ago. The first meteorite at Marasco was uncovered in 1914 by German soldiers working on the construction of a military fortification. Since then, many further fragments have been found, including one in 1956. We know the main thing revolving around zombies in our original storyline was Element 115. That was the thing that created the undead in Ether. Element 115 is a meteorite, and now we have this location, Marasco, circled, which is also the location of several meteorites. Does that mean then that Element 115 is returning? We do know we are going back to Ether in Black Ops Cold War. We've seen several things such as the Monkey Bomb and Juggernaut return, so if they can, so can Element 115. Did German soldiers uncover 115 meteorites here back in 1914? And this also makes me wonder because in the trailer we saw Nacht der Untoten. We know that's confirmed to be coming in the game. Nacht der Untoten was located somewhere in German occupied Europe. We don't know where, but Poland was a part of that. Marasco is in Poland, so could this be the location of Nacht der Untoten? The only other thing we know about the original Nacht is it was a part of an abandoned airfield. Maybe there is an airfield around here somewhere. Could this have been the location of Nacht as well? And then just going back to the letter that we had, who is M? Could that be Dr. Maxis? Could that be Samantha Maxis? We've seen the first initials of characters used in Zombies plenty of times. Before, M has been either Monty or Maxis. So could M in this letter be Ludwig Maxis or maybe Samantha Maxis? Could she be involved in Black Ops Cold War, maybe grown up? And just going through the letter, the way Tatiana says there's a developing situation in Lubyanka, they found something in the archives, something from the war, that makes it sound like they've discovered something from World War II. Could she be talking about the Nacht der Untoten building? Have the Russians found it from when it was being used back in World War II? Or could she be talking about Element 115? Because this letter was clearly written during the Cold War. She says that the committee are authorising a ground operation. Are they excavating 115? And then she finishes by saying, I will try to find out what I can, but this is very worrying. These are very serious men. but I have never seen looks on their faces like I have in recent days. Does she mean looks on their faces as they are worried, or they are angry, or looks on their faces as in they are changing, they are becoming zombified? Maybe that one's a little bit of a stretch, but that is everything we have today. It is very, very interesting. I am really excited. And I also forgot to mention the letter that we had, which described the Victor Charlie mission from the Black Ops campaign. That mission took place in Vietnam, which is quite different to everything I've just described, which takes place in Poland. So will Vietnam and the characters that are mentioned in this note, Woods, Mason, Krushenko, all be involved in zombies? We have seen in the teaser trailer, Steiner and Weaver, those are 2 campaign characters. If they're in the teaser, they have to be involved in zombies, so what's to say that Woods and Mason won't be? In fact, maybe M on this note is Mason? It seems like the zombies in campaign are very intertwined this time. This note could be describing another zombies map, which takes place in Vietnam. I think I'll leave it there for today, so there we go. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.